Hey, Doc. They're within, I think, a couple, 2 points with like 4:20-ish to go in the game. They don't score again for another 3 minutes, and that's where. So I guess what was the team able to do in that stretch there?
Just get stops. It's what we talked about. Like, I didn't think we played a great game today. We got timely stops. Is what we talked about before the game. Some of these games are hard sometimes, just because you got a team that's just loose. They're just playing. And I didn't think we started the game out right. Like, we just kind of came out and played, and then we kind of got into the game. But you take wins like this, because these are the games early in the season we would have lost. These games are good teachers for us. I thought Giannis and Dame down the stretch really played the two-man game, and through the two-man game, they made two great passes, one to Brook, one to TP, like trusting their teammates. So there's a lot of good stuff to show our team to just keep us building.
Obviously, they're a rebuilding team clearly, but the three veterans in Brogdon, Poole, up to a point, and Valanciunas did create some problems. So what? I guess
just played well. Give them credit. I thought they were aggressive and they played well. But one of the things I've learned, you never judge a win. You take the win and you kind of move on and you take lessons from it. Sometimes you don't take anything from games. Well, this is a game. I think down the stretch we'll be able to show some good stuff.
You mentioned the three that Brook hit. Just kind of what kind of edge did he kind of give you guys late to?
Well, it's great because we have that fist out. That was our fist out action, and they know that Dame and Giannis are running the pick and roll to get Giannis to the post, and teams make a choice. They either lower their big to try to be the guy on the backside of that, and if you do that, you're leaving Brook alone, and that's what they did, and they took the gamble. Dame made a great pass.
To start the second half, you had a turnover on the very first play. I think
that's the second time that's happened.
That's what I was going to ask about it. Just what are you seeing in that regard that hasn't gotten cleaned up?
Just we don't get open and we make a terrible pass. It was that simple both times. Two is too many. Obviously, one other guy should have been back there to help. We had three guys down there. I don't know what they were doing down there, taking a vacation or whatever. But those plays, that's how you start out a bad half. That's why I called the quick timeout.
Giannis, that's his first career 40-point triple-double. We've seen him do the scoring and the passing and playmaking and all of that. I guess just kind of what did all of that kind of mean to you to get you through this game? I know
he's just doing it every night. Like, he's making the right plays. He really is. We knew we had a great matchup. We messed up one play. He was supposed to catch it on the elbow, and he ran to the post instead. But what I'm trying to get him to just keep seeing is from the elbow, you can see everything. From the post, it's hard to see stuff when they trap you. From the elbow, it's very hard to trap. Like, you can see them coming. And then for him, it's only one dribble and one step to the basket, So it just gives him such a great advantage.
I'm just with you on this. 3 triple-doubles now in the last 6 games he's played. Just the level he's playing at right now, and what has he kind of meant for this team surge the last few weeks?
Yeah, he's been him and they all. But he's been amazing because he's scoring, but more importantly, he's getting everybody involved. It's so difficult to help off a passer that can score. There's a lot of guys in this league can score and ain't passing. You can go trap them. You can kind of junk up the game. But the way Giannis is passing, you got to pick your poison. We have so much shooting on the floor. It really helps him.
I know it kind of gets repetitive talking about Giannis sometimes, but he's up to
No, I could talk about him all night. Yeah.
He's up to 32 points a game on 60%. Do you think that he's even better than he was last season, or is
Yeah, I think I haven't been here long enough, but this is the best stretch by far with me because it's not just scoring, it's everything. He's blocking shots, he's rebounding the ball, he's passing the ball, he's starting our break. Him and Dame, their two-man game has been fantastic. He's just doing a lot of stuff for us, and he's doing it in the flow. It doesn't look forced. It's coming right in the flow, and it's great.
I just want to ask really quickly, I know they finished the game, but just any updates on bumps and bruises for Brook and Torian?
I think Torian had something. I have listened, so I do. They told me then everybody's okay. Let me put it that way.
Okay. And then he only had 2 points tonight, but what can you say about Gary Trent kind of getting into things, kind of clapping in the face of Jonas Valanciunas?
Yeah, that's not. I don't think that's a fight that he should take on a card. Like if you're going to promote a fight, but Gary's not scared of anybody. He's an instigator as well, and that's why he's so important to our team.
Earlier in the year, you talked a little bit about Andre learning how to defend without fouling, but also Cruz learning him. Is AJ Green at that point to a degree where, I know he's playing more, but it feels like maybe the way he defends, I don't know if he's a guy should be fouling out or have 5 fouls or 4.
Yeah, that tonight was just one of those nights he got in what we call the foul drum. He couldn't get out of it. He couldn't get out of a way of a foul tonight. Like, we put him back in, and he got 2 fouls in like 15 seconds. So it was just one of those nights. He also, that's the guys we don't like him are the shifty guys. That's where I think he actually struggles a little bit guarding those type of guys. And we had him on that tonight. So that may be more us.
Giannis and Dame are obviously playing really kind of at their peak, but they're also playing a lot of minutes. Is that something you hope you can alleviate both the scoring load and the minutes load once Chris gets back?
Yeah, and tonight we knew that we just had 3 days off. Giannis has had 6 days off, plus we have another 2 days off. So we went in the game today saying we can expire minutes. Like that was actually discussed tonight. What we like them is in that 34, 33 range for most nights. And they've been up and down from that. When Chris comes back, clearly that helps us lower their minutes. That's the importance of Chris.